Hi. It's just amazing because I just saw the funeral of late President of UAE, that's Sheikh Khalifa. Many may not be, many may not know him, but or used to that name, but you probably have what heard about one of the tallest building in the world, the Khalifa Tower in Dubai. What's amazing about this man that the what you really emulate, or most especially African ladies you emulate. See, this man just in one lifetime, he took Dubai or the United Arab Emirates from the desert into an oyster in the world. It took a whole generation of people who lives on wandering around desert into skyscrapers to financial height. You know, he run the country not for the benefit of the few, even though he's part of the royal family, but for the greater good of all. He didn't try to give incentive like the Western politicians are very good at to their corporate friends. He didn't try to just enrich his own immediate family and put his family in key position like African leaders are very good at. No, he had a vision for the common person and also beyond just the common citizen, also for international people. He didn't try to, even though he's very loyal and dedicated to his faith, but his faith wasn't his, just only his guiding principle and how he operated around the country. He allowed the freedom that so many people who go there from Africa or the West today will not I totally, you know, pay lip service for. You know, even though it's a core Muslim traditional person from the royal family, but look at what he's done in Dubai. He has transformed the country to the point that African leaders run there to hide. They can't even go to any other part of their own country to hide, to go on holiday. They couldn't. You will not hear Buhari if you retire today visit what's it called? Imo State as holiday resort. He wouldn't. But he would happily go to Dubai or England or America. He would not. So it really dawned on me. One single man. This is a man that poetry should be written about. Say Khalifa is a man that songs should be sung for, idolized, heroified. You will not hear anything about his religious view, but you will know about his economic and political view. How he transformed the country. He did not appoint people in the position, in a key position, where they're not qualified because they are his tribe kinsmen or because they are his children. The redevelopment of Dubai seek knowledge. People across the world. I know a friend that was a consultant from UK who worked with the Emirates. I know quite a lot of people from UK, from training to development to architectural design too. They tap the best, regardless their color, their religion, their faith, their belief or disbelief. If you ever go to Dubai today, you will know what paradise means. You, as a non Muslim person, will walk the street freely without being harassed by some idiot. You have more freedom in Dubai as an African than you have in most African countries, even though you are not a Muslim. For those of you not familiar with what just happened in Sokoto, a lady called Deborah was beaten and burned alive because She said something that not actually controversial, insulting to the Prophet or to Islam, because she just said something and she's not a Muslim. A group of thugs, terrorists, burnt in my life, burnt her life. Neither the state, the federal government is doing anything. And nothing will happen to them. Nothing will happen to them. So I tell you this, for those who are looking at these current aspirants of politicians who call themselves unifiers, they should take a lesson from Sheikh Khalifa. He built a nation. From 2008 to today, he transformed a nation into a oyster that we all look up to today. What have you done? You want to rule, you want to govern, you want to lead. How have you transformed a nation? In your own little pocket, in your own little village. The African politicians are very good in nepotism and kleptocracy. The rest of the world are growing and advancing and developing their nation. It's a shame. Do you know, among all his greatest achievements, not one of his wealth, his children, his honor, his title was buried with him. All his friends or connection was buried with him. He died alone. Everything he accumulated or achieved then died with him. Some probably would. But guess what would be his greatest legacy? It won't be his kids. It will not be his kids. His kids are part of his legacy, but not. It will not be his stored wealth. His wealth is part of the legacy, but no. But will be the legacy of rebuilding a nation. Every aspect of Dubai you visit today is because of him, Sheikh Khalifa. Years and years to come, Sheikh Khalifa will forever be known as one of the building fathers of Dubai. But still, he died alone, buried alone, not with one penny. The irony is not even in a casket, not a mausoleum built for him, wrapped in a white clothes, buried on the 6 feet under, with nothing. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? I say to you, what's your legacy? What would you be remembered for when you leave? Would you be remembered for the most corrupt politician who stole from the poor, the needy, the helpless, who used your power and influence and dictate and control people's lives? Or would you be known for a greater good? Jackson only ruled Lagos State for 3.5 years. He set the greatest free education motion and public health till today, not to be matched by anybody in the whole part of Nigeria. What's your accomplishment as a leader, as a politician, as a pastor, as a man? What? What is your contribution to the society? Jackson was a governor for 3 years. Not one blemish you can put on him. But still, his legacy, no one has ever matched yet in Lagos. He didn't die a trillionaire, but he died as the greatest Lagosian so far, the best Lagos government ever had to date. Not to be compared or matched with anybody dead or alive at the moment. What is your true achievement as a leader? Whoever you're going to vote for this year, choose wisely. Choose carefully. In this next election coming in Nigeria, we cannot take the same and expect a different. Deborah's death is a wake-up call. I, for one, will not support any candidate who has not come out and condemned the death of Deborah, regardless a crime. Any candidate that has not come out to support and speak against the death of Deborah should be immediately ruled out of this contest. Atiku, as number one, has failed a colossal test. Atiku can never be the president of Nigeria if I have anything to do with it. The rest candidate must either speak up or also be sidelined. The death of Deborah is a wake-up call to all Nigerians that we cannot live in a society that is not tolerable. We cannot live in a society where some people think they are above the law. We cannot live in a society where some people think they are the law. We cannot live in a society whereby the freedom of a young girl to grow fully and have a different opinion of politics, of religion, of faith, of tradition, of culture, warrant death. That's not a society we should embrace. That's a society we should reject. Any politician who keep quiet about that should be rejected. It's time to wake up. Long live peaceful Nigerians. If we cannot be one together, it's in the Bible, it's in the Quran. Divorce, separation is not a crime. It's about time we consider separation or divorce. Islam, divorce is allowed. Christian, divorce is allowed. So why not divorce of a nation that cannot cohabitate together? We are different. It's apparent. We are different. We cannot cohabitate in this level, then let's go our separate ways. It's not sustainable. Heaven forbid I express my own disagreement about any other religion. You know, the only religion in Nigeria that is easily abused by both Christian, Muslim, and there has never been a sacrifice is the traditional faith. Have you ever had a traditional faith person go against a pastor that stands in his pulpit or against an imam that criticized them? They are the true religion of peace. Christians criticize every faith and say their faith is a true religion. Islam criticizes every faith, most especially attacking Christian faith. Not once has Christian risen up to fight against Muslim because they criticize Jesus Christ or criticize Christian Bible. That the Christian Bible, many Muslims believe Christian Bible is fake, is full of lies. You never had Christian protest against that. Many Christians attack traditional believers, calling them devil worshippers or whatever you want. You never had the traditional believers attack Christians. The true religion of peace is not Muslim, it's not Christian. It's humanity. You and I, we've got to treat each other with more respect, with more love. If we can't do that, then we have no religion. If all I see is that you don't have the same religion with me, as such you're different from me, then I'm not human, neither are you human. If you can only see me from the religious perspective, you are not a human. If I can only see you from my religious perspective, I'm not human. Humanity is to be able to see the other person the way you see yourself. Not from the religious perspective, but from the kind nature of your very faith in humanity. We fail in ourselves, not just other people. It's a shame. The death of Deborah I'm losing faith in one Nigeria every day. I know this might sound like a shocking thing to some people who have always preached that Nigeria will better together as a nation. But at the same time, with all the happenings, it's difficult to hold on to that faith. People like Kano is making more sense to me. People like Sunday Bow is making far more sense to me. If we cannot be together, let's go our separate ways. Peace be unto you all.